Hello, this is a review of patterns you learned in Hour 36. Please repeat. The more she keeps talking, the madder I get. No matter how expensive it is, I'm going to buy it. No matter how much I try to practice it, I'm not able to do it well. If he were to come here, I would be so excited. He was afraid that you would leave, so he decided to pay you more. He ate so much, he couldn't even eat dessert. She was afraid he might misunderstand her, so she ended up not saying anything. She sings so well, all of the judges were impressed. No matter how smart he is, he won't be able to get this. The faster he works, the more mistakes he makes. It rained so hard, they had to cancel the baseball game. The more she works there, the more she begins to hate it. If they were to have gone there, they would have spent a lot of money. It was so humid, I decided to take off my shirt. He speaks English so fast, no one is able to understand him. No matter how much money she has, she'd rather buy something cheaper. If she were to ask you to go out with her, would you be excited? No matter how much I sleep, I always tend to feel tired. Some of the kids were so big, we had to put them on a different team. The more she complains, the more everyone tends to get frustrated. The angrier she gets, the more people feel threatened. The more I hear her sing, the better I feel. No matter how often he tries to apologize, I'm not going to forgive him. I don't feel like going there, no matter how much they tell me it is great. She's afraid someone might come in to take her money, so she always feels tense. He was so upset he couldn't think straight. The more she told me not to do it, the more I wanted to do it. She was so sick, they wound up taking her to the hospital. If they were to be more understanding, I would like them more. She dances so well that I'm jealous. It snowed so much that nobody had the chance to go to work. She was so pretty, I had difficulty looking into her eyes. His clothes were so dirty, they had to wash his clothes 2 times. If he were to ask you to go out on a date, would you go out with him? He teaches so well, all of the students were thinking of taking his other classes. If she was to treat you to dinner, where would you like to ask her to take you? They used to play together so well that they even went on vacation together. They cleaned it so well, we were shocked. No matter how bad he does, we are just happy that he tried. He loves her so much that he will do anything she wants when she asks. She cried so much, her eyes were red. The more she argued with him, the more upset she got. The more he practiced the guitar, the better he got. She was afraid that he may misunderstand her, so she didn't say anything. She took a shower for so long that they ran out of hot water. He ate so fast that he finished eating 10 minutes before everyone else did. They met so often that everyone thought they were married. They were afraid there might be a fire, so they turned off the electricity. He lies so much, people find it hard to believe what he says. I was afraid that he might make too many mistakes, so I asked her to help him a little. The more he works out, the more he loses weight and looks thinner. He sounded so sick, I wondered whether I should go over to see him. He drank so much beer that he couldn't even walk to his car. She was afraid that he may not pay her back, so she decided not to give him the money. They have to study so much that they don't even have time to just go out to the movies. He was afraid that he would fail the test, so he spent extra time studying. I gained so much weight that most of my clothes feel tighter than usual. He has gone so much, there is no point going over to his house to see if he is there. She loves him so much, she can't even see if he does something wrong. He lets her go there so much that her brothers really became envious. No matter what he does, be sure not to tell his mother. The more he travels around, the more he appreciates other cultures. She felt so weak, she wasn't even able to get out of bed. They were afraid you would lose some of the money, so they just put it in your bank account. She likes to take math classes so much in college that I bet she'll become an engineer. He has her work so much, she is going to get sick. If she was to offer you a job, Would you be interested in working for her? The more he reads about it, the more he starts to be afraid. The faster the car is, the more he likes driving them. The more he tries to keep her from meeting him, the more she wants to meet him. The more he tells me not to do it, the more I wonder why he's being like that. She barbecues chicken so well that everyone asks her to make it when they go to eat at her house. The more he does that, the more irritated I become. She was afraid he may decide to buy it, so she didn't go out with him to where they were selling it. If they were to offer you something to drink, what beer would you ask them to get for you? If he was to need surgery, which hospital would you probably take him? The more you get to practice speaking English, the more fluent you'll become. Who gets nervous the more she stands around him? She's afraid he might tell her not to do it, so she doesn't ask him if it's okay to do it. No matter how good that dog seems, it doesn't take long for it to begin barking at people. The more she talks, the more I notice that she doesn't make any sense. He will be afraid you may not like him, so he will start to avoid you. He said that the harder it rains outside, the more he feels depressed. No matter how much I try to be better, I always seem to make mistakes. Wouldn't you decide to leave if they were to move into the house next to your house? The windier it gets, the colder it becomes. They were so much in love that they couldn't stand to be away from each other. He plays football so rough, everyone seems to be afraid of him. They painted it so many times, you wouldn't be able to recognize it now. She got so tall, she is taller than me now. The less he works, the less money he makes. Her garden was so beautiful, I wish she could come and plant flowers in my garden. No matter how slowly they tried to explain it, I still couldn't get it. If I were to play more, I could beat him in chess. She's afraid her dad may find out, so she hid it under the bed. No matter what he tells you, don't believe what he says. The more I listen to what he says, the more I wonder whether he knows what he's talking about. She was so disappointed, she told him he should have practiced more. Wouldn't you be ashamed if they were to find out what you had been doing? He tries so hard, I don't care if he makes some mistakes. Thank you for trying.